Recording in progress.
This is gonna be here in like 15 minutes. I hope so. I don't think that I got this by yesterday.
Well, I put it on the board.
Oh, you did?
I always wait for the adolescent students, but this is the one exception.
Oh, did Maggie tell you?
She sent me just the address, but typically we wait until it's like on the app, but this is the one
It's because
exception.
we want to see you all shined up and everything like that. You're supposed to be like, yeah, look at you.
10 acres of land.
So it's, wait, it's just flat?
It's not like it has a property, it has a permitted, mobile home, permitted foundation, permitted land.
Okay. But are you selling, or are you selling the?
Oh, and then Scott Lloyd will be joining us at 10:30.
Okay, we'll do it, take a look at it.
All right, so just,
At some point, he'll just kind of drop in.
okay, just give me the high sign in case I'm like on a roll or we're in the middle of something, so I'm not sure where we're gonna be.
Okay. Oh, they
Well,
changed,
you got it though.
Zoom.
Definitely you're.
They did?
You're like a
Yeah,
comic.
this looks, well, this, at least on here, it looks completely different. All the icons are slightly different.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
They're trying to be fancy.
Okay, first of all. I think this.
Sorry. Sure. Just listen to it.
I'll just do it.
She's really good. Are you even ready after me?
Yeah, I left the password in the trees. Everything should be there.
Okay.
Everything's in the building fine. I put an Easter egg for her. We'll see if she notices.
Okay.
I put a little, I always hide little T-Swift Easter egg. Just for her.
That's so funny. Like I was talking to her about the poetry, drop-in poetry thing that she did.
Yeah.
And I made a side comment. She like pulled over to the side of the road on the freeway. She's like, get out of the car. I was like,
They had a pop-up at the Grove yesterday.
no, was that where it was? I
Yeah,
saw it on the
yeah.
news, but I wasn't sure where it was.
Yeah, it was at the Grove. It's really nice. I don't, they were handing out stuff. I don't know if, again, I don't know how many people showed up, but yeah, it's really nice.
She was like, people are going there to look for Easter eggs. I go, who cares? She's like,
Right.
look how jokey and jokey. So funny.
9 to 9.
10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Do you know what Skylar was gonna talk about?
He was like, is it okay if I drop in? I was like, yeah. I think one of the big things is learning how to upload your documents as you can before it goes. I think that would be good. Maybe if you do a class on that. Oh, Chris is in here. Chris Bergen, are you?
All right, everybody, we're gonna get started. We have a guest, a small guest speaker that is going to be joining us in our team meeting, which is kind of cool. But we have some industry stuff to talk about. And I'm missing my title person. I'm gonna text my title person real quick. Where's he at?
Oh, Jared.
Jerry.
Morning, everybody.
Oscar is in the house.
I came dressed up today for you guys.
He outdressed me today. It's not hard. but you know. All right, so we're gonna get the party started. I got a text out to Jerry to see if he's gonna show up.
Oh, Jerry's, yeah.
Is he on? Is he in there? There he is. Okay. We got Joe. All right, April 17th. We're already halfway through the month of April. Is that freaking anybody else out? It's freaking me out a little bit. It's freaking me out a little bit. Oh, I need my little clicker thing. I'll be the judge of that. When I push the button, sometimes it doesn't work. So tell me something good. I know something good that's happening next week. Next week is Passover, correct?
Yeah.
So I just want to mention to everybody, like, I am probably not going to see a bunch of people next week because of Passover. It's probably going to be a really slow week. I have to come to work, so I can't observe that and stay home, even though I raised my kids Jewish, for the most part. And, you know, they don't care. They're teenagers, they don't care. But I just want to wish everybody a happy Passover if I don't see you, because I think the next team meeting will probably be a little sparse because everybody will be out. Am I correct?
Correct.
Correct, yeah. So, but that's my tell me something good. What else do you guys have? Anybody else have something positive or great that has
Finally
happened in the last week? Well, raise your hand and be patient. So excited. Sorry, I did that on purpose. So Joseph, tell me, what do you have that's good?
So I got a listing.
You got a listing. Congratulations. Tell me how you got your listing.
So it was an FSBO.
For sale by owner?
Yeah, for sale by owner.
Okay. And where did you find them?
I found it on Zillow, FSBO, under Zillow.
Uh-huh,
I've been working with him for about a month now.
okay,
I built a really good relationship with him. I think we kind of connected.
yeah,
And it's an amazing property. It's 10 acres. 10 acres
okay,
with two mobile homes permanently on there,
yeah,
and it's going for 250,000.
okay. And where's it at?
It's in Newberry Springs, San Bernardino.
Newberry Springs, San Bernardino. We'll take it. We'll take it. You can sell property anywhere in California, just so that's good. And did you have any help?
Of course, I got help.
Who'd you get help with?
Tammy.
Tammy helped you.
Yeah, she
Is
helped.
Tammy on Zoom or no? No, okay. So
She definitely helped.
that's awesome. And what was your commission rate? Because I think I overheard it, but I just want to.
My commission,
Commission's always negotiable, everybody, in
The
case
first-
anybody wants to try and sue anybody right now, but go ahead.
see, I need a lot of help.
Yeah.
So the first 3 deals is 50%.
No, the commission, how much is how much is the property being sold for commission wise?
6%.
6%.
Yeah.
You had a 6% commission.
Another-
Wow. Wow, congratulations. All right, I think it's in the slide, so we'll talk about it when we get to it, but that's really awesome. That's a hard one to beat. So what else do you guys have? Anybody else, something good, something positive that's happened in the last week? Business, personal, anything? Anything? Come on. Come on, I'm gonna start calling on people. I need one more before we move forward. Yes, sir, what do you got?
This morning, a client of mine sent me a screenshot of referring me to somebody else.
Uh-huh,
And it was so nice when you started, what she said about me. It was interesting, like, oh, he's so good, he's knowledgeable, that. So it was interesting that, she said, hey, this, somebody that called you, but here's a screenshot. I recommend make sure they call you answer.
congratulations, that's nice, and that's where most of our business usually comes from, is things like that. It's funny, you never hear about the nice things that people say, and then when you get a glimpse of that, like in a screenshot or something, it's always really cool to see that. So congratulations, Joe. That's awesome. So I'm gonna, yes, Joe deserves a round of applause for that. All right, so we are going to, I'm sorry, Tracy's texting me because she's on her way, and she just texted me something really funny.
Share something too.
Yes,
We just, if you remember, Mariam was one of the agents here. She moved to campus.
yes,
But because of the relationship and congrats that I give it to her, always was very nice.
Uh-huh.
We got the listing together, actually. She got the listing and she called me, even I'm not her mentor anymore,
Uh-huh.
but we did it together. The good thing is the seller, which we didn't know it was blind, we catch them, she catch them from Orange County.
yep,
They called and they give another listing to us, which is gonna come and next week, hopefully, is 2 units in the area of Los Altos, and not south, but on the close to the university, 3 miles to university. And then the good thing it was they refer, this one is referred by them. I mean, they didn't know us. It was the first deal
Yep.
with them. And I told them that's the best reward we could get it from. I mean, not just the listing, and then now we are working as a team with this group of the people that refer us together. That was very nice work.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's all about relationships, people. You never know who's gonna talk to somebody and get a deal from somebody else. So that's really, really awesome. All right, let's get this party started. So, we're gonna skip the quote of the day because we have to keep moving on. Welcome Adam and Christopher to Keller Williams Westside. So welcome everybody. You see Adam or you talk to Adam or Christopher, make sure they feel welcome. You don't haze them until the second month, okay? Yes, sir.
Adam already called me and he is working on getting a listing, but he's out there and I'm so proud that, he's trying to hammer it right away from the get.
That's awesome. I have had agents, when they join the office and they do what we tell them to do, like they are getting business pretty quickly. So I'm not surprised at that. That is super cool. So congratulations to Adam. What do we have here? Happy birthday to Mona, Becca Wolfley, and Joseph C. Unit. I don't see anybody of them here, but welcome to everybody. Happy birthday to those guys. Broker moment, is Rich on? Rich is not on today. If you have a broker question, I've kept him quite busy over the last few days, answering a lot of questions. He's been super responsive, but that's his email. If you have a legal issue or legal question, he is the first line of defense. You go through him and then it progresses from there, but he is super helpful and I appreciate Rich so much. Productivity update, Tammy, is Tammy on Zoom by any chance? No, all right. If you need help or coaching, Tammy is the person to help you. That is her contact information, and we can give it to you after the meeting as well. Goalie, I forgot to check on Goalie. Anybody check on Goalie? How's Goalie doing?
She's good. I emailed her last week.
Okay, Goalie just got a couple of deals. Our team is giving her a deal that we're probably getting into escrow, I'd say today or tomorrow. But if you need escrow questions, you can contact her through her email or through her cell phone. She is super accessible. Jerry Ferris, Clearmark Title, he is on Zoom. What do you got going on, Jerry?
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Hey, sorry I'm not there. We had some technical difficulties in our in the class that we tried to have last week. We are rescheduling our guest in the next upcoming week, so keep an eye on that. He is a convicted criminal who went to prison for stealing title. He stole over $53 million worth of properties. He spent 13 years in prison. He's now dedicated his life to helping people prevent that from happening. So he'll be coming and joining me in a conversation in the Westside office. He'll be joining via Zoom in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. And we also, the interest rates went up the other day. They're not in our favor. So we just got to hustle and try to leverage our relationships with people that we know. Leverage me, leverage the other agents around you. And then we're really emphasizing, establishing relationships with agents in other cities where Keller Williams is. We just had an agent yesterday that referred business to an agent in Scottsdale. So they picked up a $25,000 check, which is always nice. But when it comes to title and farming, we're happy to help you with that stuff as well.
All right, Jerry, leaning in on Oscar's territory there a little bit, but okay, I get it. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you so much for being on here. I appreciate it. You put the slide from me. Oscar. Let's go.
I'm gonna pass out something real quick. It's something very special for everybody. There you go. All right, thank you very much. So I got dressed up today because I have another appointment and because I want to make him proud too, you know what I mean?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
But other than that, thank you very much for having me this morning. I wanted to just share with you some great news that we have here at Rocket Mortgage. We have a very good relationship with Keller Williams. And we're trying to grow that relationship with Keller Williams, of course, relationships, reciprocal, but we also want to be able to give some incentives if you work with Rocket Mortgage. The incentive, of course, is you get to work with me, number one. And number two, We waive our underwriting and our processing fee, our lender's fees for anybody that refers this business, which helps your buyer, of course. We also waive those fees when they refinance because as they alluded to say that the rates did go up the last couple of days. They went up, and everybody doesn't like that, but people are still buying. They're still buying. I mean, there's a section of people that cannot buy, but then there's this group of people that can still buy. So don't give up. You're in the right industry. Keep going. You will get some sales. And of course, the other thing that is very, very important is that we guarantee overnight approval. Sometimes the same day in 2 hours. Our commitment is if we have everything before 7 p.m., we give an approval before 9 a.m. the next morning. I don't know of any other bank, any other lender that can do that. So if you need a quick closing, my last closing was 10 days. We were at 14 days average. So don't do 30 days with me, okay? Do 14 days. You'll
How
definitely-
huge we can put the appraiser contingency when we put the offer?
7 days.
7 days?
That's pretty good.
7 days. Sometimes we do it in 3 days. I mean,
I know.
the reason why we do it so fast is because the appraisers want our business. So they know that when they get an order from us, they gotta get it real quick. And of course, we also have exclusive pricing. Now, when I talk about exclusive pricing, we have some good rates already. But I can always go to management and say, hey, I got this realtor that's just, wanting to get this buyer in there. The buyer is being courted by another lender or credit union. We do something. We've been able to waive up to 1.5 points. So we're not gonna do it all the time, but we definitely have some good pricing. One of the last things that I'll leave you with is our company is the largest, but one of the reasons why we are so incredibly good is because we're fast. Hence, the name Rocket Mortgage is the reason why we are so fast. So same day approvals, 10-day close, 14-day close. Hopefully, we can do some business together. Thank you very much for giving me some time, okay? Yes.
Quick question, the green program, assistance and all that, is there a, price limit, like, is it, some of these, are they go up to 800 or 1 million, or, this is a general question, but.
They have to stay under 1 million for conforming. For conforming, yeah, and the maximum is 150. All right,
Under 50 down payment.
150 assistance, and then they have to repay that, yes. All right, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for all the.
Oh, rocket, because you're fast, right?
Yeah.
Right. Wonder what rocket man. That's good though. I like it. All right. Advanced Group Property Inspections, our property inspector of choice. If you guys need a home inspector, they have never had to go to litigation from what I'm told. And that is her QR code. For the company, they do an array of different things, which is very cool. And they've always supported us. We have Kevin Palizzi with My NHD, our preferred NHD provider. He is going to be here on the 23rd, Tuesday, in person and Zoom. So you can join anywhere to go over all the new NHD stuff that's going on out there. And then Elite Westside Coaching. We're actually having really good coaching on these days. We have a lot of great participation. We have about 10 people on Zoom that are joining us. If you guys have questions, want to try to help take your business to the next level, we've done a lot of different things in the class to where we've actually helped people make their goals, had conversations. I see some people in here that were in the class. So I would love for you guys to join us every Monday and Friday, but it will not be this Friday. We're canceling it.
Okay.
Because nobody's here. So we have some people that are out sick and on vacation and so on and so forth. So I will be manning the ship with me and Tracy will be here today and tomorrow to help. And then I will be steering the whole thing by myself on Friday. So I will try not to set anything on fire while you're gone.
Please,
Yep.
not without me.
Education committee meeting is going to be Friday, April 19th. So you can jump on Zoom. You don't have to be here in the office. If you guys want a specific type of class or a specific type of training or a guest speaker or anything very, very specific, jump on here and let's talk about it. And then we'll set up the calendar to have that class for the next month. The training in the office is made by you guys. It's not made by me or anybody else. But if you want something, this is where you come Friday at 10 a.m. We are gonna talk about this later, not right
Okay.
now. All right. So, Sandy,
We found the keys, but we have another set of keys that are missing.
No, I found it too.
Okay, all the keys are back.
Okay.
all right, thank you.
Thank
Then Put
you.
the slide up and they all decided to come back. All
Thank
right,
you. I appreciate it.
all right, new listings. I love this part. Bobby Spears and Joe Soleimani, 1274 Third Avenue in Los Angeles, 1.4 million. Congratulations.
Probably, you know, as a new agent, as somebody just started real estate, he has done everything phenomenal. The open house, he was right spot on, making the flyer, doing all the stuff. He just been amazing, you know, he's been on top of everything, so, and then we had a great open house over the weekend, despite having rain. So it was a great experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Partying on Harlesden Court in Los Angeles, 3.99. Congratulations. And you had, this is the one you did the Brokers Open on, right? How did that go? Tell us how that went.
Thank you so much to all the agents who showed up and supported me. And it was a great event. So, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wow.
Let me know.
Well, you were, Sandy was nice enough to send the blast, the mail blast. You were part of that blast, so next time,
Yeah.
read the email.
And so where did you get the client from?
She's
A friend, sphere of influence.
Yeah, she had listed it with 3 agents with the agency. And they couldn't sell the property.
Couldn't do it.
And she changed her mind. And
There you go. Congratulations. Shoku, Park Contessa, 4.299. Congratulations. Where did you, tell us about that property and where did you get it?
I bought for them years ago and now put it back.
Okay, so they bought with you to get, and now they're ready to sell
Yeah.
it. So how long ago was it?
No, they are my, client for last 15 years.
Right, so I'm just curious what they bought it for and what they're selling for it.
3 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
what did they buy it for?
They buy to move it, but something happened and they can't move, some related states on it. And then she moved out and now it's ready to,
But how much did they buy it for?
oh, 4.
Four? So they made $1 million?
Yeah.
No, yeah? No.
They don't make money.
No, they didn't make any money. Oh, wow.
Because we bought it on 21st after the COVID was.
Ah, bought a high price. Okay, all right. And then I saw Tracy come in here. I don't know where she went, but Tracy Tofty on Tarquin in Silmar, 785,000. This is one of our investors that we've worked with. We sold about 2 or 3 years ago, 3 years ago. He sold his townhome with us in oh my God, not La Cañada. Tahunga. Sold his townhome in Tahunga, wanted to buy an investment property, ended up buying 2 investment properties, including this one. And then he had to fix this up. He just fixed it up. He bought it for 600,000 and we have, I think 30 showings.
Wow.
And 11 offers.
Wow.
And the price right now, I believe, is $850 is the highest offer, and then somebody put in a $2,500 escalation clause that it's $2,500 above all best and final offers. So we have a lot of agents that want to be our friends right now. Is that Tracy coming in?
Only right now,
Huh?
only right now.
Only right now, yes.
Wait till you send them that, oh, I'm sorry, we went with another offer, then.
Yeah.
See what they say.
Yeah, no, totally. All right, we also have Charlotte
Yeah.
on Congress for $849,000. Tell us a little bit about that. Congratulations.
in the South Bay.
Yep.
Actually, has tenants. But it's a good opportunity for the investor.
Okay, good opportunity for investor. I like it. Vanessa Montiel on Astor Place, 775,000 in Northridge. Patsy Clevenger has joined the office a couple months ago in Palmdale, $469,000. Is Patsy on by any chance? No. And Alper and Joe Harper, the lone lease in the entire listing, which we don't usually see that. We usually have more leases. Huh?
There's more.
There's more, okay. So 475 on Harper, where'd you guys get that from? Sphere of influence. I mean, you just like think that there's nothing else besides sphere of influence, right? Well, his for sale by owner, so. Patty Lopez on Hoover in Los Angeles, 2,400. Alpra and Joe on Barrington, 3,595. Sphere of influence. Charlotte, 8,950 on Williman. Where did this client come from?
I just rented a house for them.
Uh-huh.
They're not able to change the house to their house and they didn't put it in.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Alper and Joe on Vista Del Monte, 4,995. This is same one, same one. All right, I love it. Serious? Another slide?
Yes, another one.
Alper and Joe, Alper, and Joseph. So Alper and Joe on Santa Monica for 3,900. Sphere of influence. Alper on Lexington for 4,995.
Yeah, so the Lexington, we fired the landlord,
You fired the landlord.
yeah, because it was overpriced, they were not working with us, we fired them. They went with another, company,
Yeah,
the other company could not lease it,
yeah.
and then they called us. And, we listed it, but this time, they let, they're a little bit more flexible on the pricing, so.
Okay. And so you have this in the same complex,
It's a brand new construction.
305 and 301. Okay, that's awesome. And then we have Joseph Barman over here, $249,000 for sale by owner. Congratulations.
Right.
Long time coming.
Yeah.
Very excited for you. So congratulations, you helped him out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I am very impressed with the amount of listings that you guys have. I remember they were like,
Me too.
you know, they were all leases, Now we have listing, leases. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, this is a turn. I'm seeing a turn in the market right now. I like it.
Especially with Joseph up there too. Joseph.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before we go on, we do have 3 more leases.
Okay.
We have one a condo penthouse in Sherman Oaks.
Yep.
And another one that I'm taking pictures of in Encino. It's a house with a pool, really nice house. So if anybody looking for it, and the school district it's a great school district and a great house. So if anybody looking for that area, that is another one that.
What's the price of the one with the pool?
With the pool, we are looking at 6,500.
6,500. Okay. It's not bad.
It's a house and it has solar too.
Solar too. All right. Closings. Let's see what we have here. Tracy Toffey, West Avenue J9. Congratulations, Tracy. Where did you get the client from? It's a past client, but where are they from originally?
I met them at Starbucks.
They were a barista.
Yeah.
And what are they now?
Oh,
Regional management.
And so they went from a townhome to a really big home, and now they're giving you referrals to all their friends and family. That's awesome. Congratulations. Shoku on Newcastle for $615,000. Congratulations. Where did the client come from?
Past client.
Past client.
Actually, she wasn't my client. She was a buyer of one of the property that I sold it, and middle of the transaction, she fight with her agent. And then she said, I don't want to work with her. I said, I'm sorry, we cannot help, but I could get the control of both parties. I was the seller and buyer agent. And then we never saw the buyer agent. She just spent 20 minutes and she got like 37,000 commission. And I was very upset. I wrote a bad thing for her. But the good thing about after we closed is this is the second transaction I have with this buyer.
So I got out of that whole thing, don't piss off Shoku.
Yeah,
That's-
no, she didn't. They had fighting together.
Oh, okay.
She, as the agent, she said, I'm not gonna help her anymore. But I said, how come you get the commission?
Yeah.
And then that's why it was like 2 kids fighting to each other and I get the control of it.
Well,
Transaction.
you kept it together.
She got the commission.
Wow.
Full commission.
You kept it together and you made
So
it
we have
happen.
to pay
So,
you another commission now?
No.
Oh, wow.
All right, Ashley Shoje in Sherman Oaks for 9,500 and Joseph C Unit on Rosewood for 7,995. Does it look familiar or no?
Right there.
Okay, where did that come from? Referral, there we go. I love it. I love it. We have more? We do have more. Oh my gosh. Lina Samogolina on Giordano in La Puente for 795,000. Mona on Almont for 5,200 and Sharam for 770,000. I saw Sharam, but he's
Yes.
not here. Probably sphere of influence. I'm just gonna go with that. All right, let's talk about the housing markets and what's going on. How do you guys, so based on what we just saw, it seems like it's going really well. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel the housing market is going right now?
It's getting better.
It's getting better. Well, of course, the person that got the for sale by owner would say that. But yes, partying,
It's all about the price point.
it's all about the price point.
I think up to 2.5 from medium tax.
Mm-hmm.
But over that, it's going to take longer. I was reading somewhere that 2.5 to 5, it's about 140 days on the one.
140 days. Okay.
And then, interestingly enough, the same article said that 5 and up, it's less.
5 million and up. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting. That is interesting. Well, let's look at some numbers here and let's talk about this and let's see if we can figure out how to get some more deals going because you guys are just crushing it right now and I love it. So the average sale price right now is just a little bit above a million. 38,000 is the average sale price. That's an 8% increase year over year from last year. So the prices are going up. There is nothing indicating that price increases are going to slow down. Nothing. Even though the interest rates are moving around a little bit, that's not really indicative. I feel like the interest rate initially moved, it like doubled when it did move. And I feel like everybody's getting a little bit more comfortable now. There's about 2.3 months of inventory, less than 3 months of inventory out there right now of homes. And the average days on market is about 28 days. That is nothing. That is nothing. And I think that's an anomaly because everything that is priced right now is flying off the shelf. Like in my wildest dreams, I would have thought that how big is Tarquin, Tracy? 1,300 square foot home in Sylmar would go for $785,000. Never in my wildest dreams.
There's a girl that knows her numbers. She knows the
Oh,
exact word.
no,
right?
we did it, during coaching, we did a thing and she like.
No, I know.
Yeah, she knows her numbers for sure. But it's like, if you can get a $1,300 square foot property in Sylmar for $785 to where 30 people show the property, actually more than 30, right? Because you're still getting showings on it.
Going, we have 11 seller multiple
Yeah.
counter offers out, and they're coming back with 850 and higher.
Yeah. So that if you price it right, it's gonna sell. That's the key though, is the price, and that's what Parnian was saying. This is what I want everybody to see though, that I think is really important. Year-to-date escrows open, 1,955. So there's been about 120 days between the first of the year and today almost. The end of this month, it'll be 120 days. 1,965 escrows open. Escrows closed is 1,762. That basically says that if you open an escrow, chances are it's going to close. And all these things like price too high, appraisal issues, home inspection issues, all of those are not happening very much. You don't have a lot of things falling out of escrow. But the other thing I want you guys to see, does anybody know how many people are in the board of real estate in Los Angeles and in the San Fernando Valley? You had to guess. How many agents are licensed real estate agents? How much?
I thought there's a big number.
It's 10,000.
And
10,000 agents in the greater Los Angeles Board of Realtors. So if you have 1,762 escrows closing and you have 10,000 agents, what does that tell you? A whole bunch of people not doing nothing and not getting paid. And keep in mind, this is over a 3-month period of time. And some of those are double ends. Like some agents are the buy and sell side. So like that 1762, a couple of agents have done both sides. So this is the busiest time in real estate. Right now, this second, it used to be the first 2 weeks of May. It's migrated to the mid-April to the end of April. So if you want to talk to people about buying or selling real estate, this is the time to do it. If you are not talking to people about buying or selling real estate, you are probably missing out on an opportunity. So the end of 2023, 28% of home sales were investor purchases. So a third of sales were by investors. There's different types of investors out there. There's institutional investors, and then there's just regular investors that are like your local investors and so on and so forth. We can go in details and talk about the difference between the two. You really want to shy away from an institutional investor if you can possibly do that, for the simple fact that they don't have a vested interest in our community, and that money and any money that they get, they're either going to take out of our community or they're going to buy that home and you'll never see it hit the market again. And there's proof of that because in 2008, when the short sales and all that stuff happened, homes got bought up by these institutional investors, and BlackRock is probably one of the biggest ones that are out there in Vanguard, and they're the ones that are buying a bunch of homes. But there's a whole bunch of homes that got bought in 2008. We have not seen them hit the market, and they're making hundreds of millions of dollars because of that. But the busiest time in real estate is something you should be working on right now with your database. Taking your database, your people, putting them in your database, and then calling your people and asking them questions and finding out. So this is the thing. If you want to find an investor, how do you find an investor? How would you find an investor if I asked you to go find an investor right now? What would you do? Anybody? Yes.
I am stopping all the construction that is not finished and asking whoever is working there, ask them is it for owner or they want to put it back on the market. That's sometimes.
Absolutely.
To find that.
That's a great way. That's a great way. Anybody else have an idea of how you would find an investor right now? Yes, ma'am.
I know sometimes they have training classes if you Google.
Yep.
And they say investor training or whatever.
Yep.
I mean, that's a good networking avenue to get an investor, not the only avenue, but it's a top one, the type of avenue.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask everybody in this room a question. If you all owned a house, I know some of you do, some of you don't. If you all owned a house and you had 50% equity in that house, so the average sale in the area is $1 million, right? If you had $1 million house and you have 50% equity, because statistically it's proven that 80% of everybody in the United States has about 50% equity. We have trillions of dollars in equity in the United States right now. So if you had a house, $1 million, you had 50% equity, and I came to you and I said, would you be interested in learning how to create passive income with your real estate with no money out of your pocket? Who here would say no? Just be honest. Everybody would say yes?
I would say.
Why would you say no? You have $500,000, and I'm going to show you how to become a passive investor to get money with no money out of your pocket. That doesn't interest you?
I'm sorry.
He likes it.
He answered for me.
There we go. But he said yes. 2 barks is a yes.
I guess not at my age. I wouldn't, that, we own 3 houses. I wouldn't.
So you just don't like money?
I do, but I've had it already. I don't.
I've had money. It tasted good. I did some fun things with it. I don't need it anymore.
And buying and selling
Uh-huh.
for years, I'm done. So no, I'll just let him sit.
Okay.
But it's okay. You can meet somebody like her. It's totally okay.
Not everybody's gonna want to do it. Not everybody's gonna want to do it. But I wouldn't have known that unless I asked everybody in this room. Right? I would have just assumed, like, to me, I'm like, let's just do it. Like, why would you not want to do it? She just told me. But that's okay. But do you see this statistic? That 99% of the room said yes, yes.
So all of this is good. Since they're investment properties, and you have to do it 1031 exchange, and then you have those 45 working days.
Sandra, I'm not selling you a house, so you don't have to keep telling me. You were out. You're out. I hung up on you and I'm moving on to the next client. You're done. So my point is that you don't know who would be interested unless you ask them. So yes, you can go talk to a construction person, you can hold an investment seminar, you can do all of these things. But if you went through your database and you called your database and you said, hey, if I could show you how to become an investor and create passive income with no money out of your pocket, would that be something you're interested in? You're gonna get more yeses than you get nos. The way you find that out though, and the way you do that though, is you have to create strategies on how to do that. Because like Sandra was saying, she's like, listen, I'm not interested in that, the upkeep, the rental, the this, the that, this. There's different ways to do it. So if somebody came to me and said, hey, I want to become an investor, my first question would be, what type of investor do you want to be? Do you want to buy and hold? Do you want to flip? Do you want to create a little passive income or a lot of passive income? Because I can take you to an area that's not in LA, that's outside of LA, that can help you become an investor in Airbnb and make way more money than you can if you buy and hold or just get a renter in the property. Does that make sense? So the opportunity, what were you gonna say, Shoku?
If it makes sense,
Yeah.
because I have investor right now, and they have 800 equity, they took it up as a line.
Yeah.
But I really cannot help them.
Yeah.
Because the minute they use the 800, actually the rate is for the equity line is
Yeah.
almost 8.
Yeah.
I cannot buy anything for them to even cover the only cost. Forget about the passive
Yeah.
income. The 800, put it somewhere, buy a condo, whatever, they cannot even cover the more, their interest.
Yeah.
That's why I have 800 in my pocket. I have access to everything, but I cannot help them.
Albert, hold on. Shh. Yeah, no, you're right. And the thing is that everybody's gonna be different. But like, there are so many different opportunities out there right now. So like right now in LA, you can buy a house, put an ADU in the back and convert the garage and turn it into 3 units. And in the right area, that will cash flow for some people, but everybody's gonna be different. So the only way you're gonna know this is if you start having conversations with people. And start talking to people and figure out what type of investor do you wanna be. Also, there's a lot of people out there that do not know what their home is worth. Most people that I talk to right now have no clue what their home is worth. So calling through your database and talking to people and asking this very simple question. So I gave you one script for an investor to find an investor client. The other question to find a listing is you talk to people and you ask them a very simple question. If I could get you the number you want for your home right now, would you consider selling it? That's it. You can say, listen, the market's really hot right now. I have sold all of my properties. If you could get the number that you wanted for your house, would you consider selling it? I mean, this is a conversation you have with people that you know, that you're friends with, and you have to be able to have this conversation. But that is one of the easiest scripts that you can have with anybody that you know. Is he on?
We have a comment in the chat.
What's the comment?
What's the Airbnb area Frank is talking about?
So I have connected with the #1 luxury person in Palm Springs. And if you have the right, if your numbers pencil out correctly, which is what Shoku was talking about, is that when you take, like if you take a home equity line of credit or whatever, the numbers have to work. But when I did it for myself and Tracy, the numbers worked to where we were making a substantial amount of money by buying an Airbnb, because you can do Airbnb in Palm Springs, in Indio, in all the areas out there. And the #1 luxury guy out there, who's actually the director of luxury for Keller Williams International, his team is out there. He's on the board for the city and he advocates for this. And he has one of the biggest and best teams out there to help you with that. So if you have enough money, because the average sale price out there, I think is $500,000-600,000. But if you can buy a $700,000 to $800,000 home, it's a very great Airbnb opportunity. But that being said, there's tons of these places around the United States. It doesn't have to be that local. Who asked that question?
Bobby.
Okay, very cool. But does that help? Does that help everybody? Because the market's not going anywhere. Prices are not coming down for a very long time. I'll probably be out of real estate by the time prices start to come down, to be honest with you. Unless we have an earthquake. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. Questions, thoughts? Is Scott Leroy on?
No, I don't know what happened.
I had a special guest that was supposed to come on, Scott Leroy, and he was gonna talk to you guys about the database and about how certain things are coming on. Do you want to email him really quick or?
Yeah. Yeah, you should have been.
But one of the best things you guys can do right now is that I'm talking to you about getting in your database and calling your database. You got to have people in your database first. If your database is not set up, please reach out to us. We have people to help you. And you have to put your people somewhere so you can call them. Questions and thoughts before we move on? It's a shorter team meeting today because my guest speaker's not here.
Wasn't me, was it? I was late.
No, not you. No, it's Scott Leroy.
No.
All right, let's talk about needs and wants. What do we have? I know some people have some needs and some wants. Tracy, you have a new listing. Do you want to pitch your new listing?
So embarrassed and wearing slippers right now. I'm so sorry.
She rushed out of the house to
I
help
rushed
me.
out of the house, completely forgot that.
No problem.
Anyway, we have a
I love
listing
it.
that just came out today. It's listed for 1.5 or 1.499.
Yep,
And it is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath plus bonus room, pool view on a hill in Burbank. Beautiful
Wow.
house, ranch style, huge lot. Yeah, I'm at the market,
CT
1.5 Burbank.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's on Bethany.
How many bedrooms?
2 bedrooms,
Oh.
2 baths, but it has a huge bonus room and you could put a wall, then it could be a 3rd and 4th bedroom. Easily.
What is this?
The square footage is 1763.
nice. Congratulations. Anybody else? Needs and wants? Yes, Joe in the back.
Still have 2 pockets, or 1 pocket is right here on Camden, 1531 Camden, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. There's a pool, spa, all that goodies. They also have a assessment that the owner paid, they're gonna redo the roof and all that. The HOA is only 650, so it's up close to 2,000 square feet. And then the second one that we are remodeling and bringing on the market,
Price.
1.250. And then in Beverly Hills, another 2-bedroom, 2-bath being totally remodeled, on Gale, 117 Gale. That's probably gonna be ready in about 2 weeks, and that's about 1.3 Beverly Hills, condo penthouse.
Nice.
These are the 2, off market for packages that are ready to go. That's it.
How do we get them on the market?
Huh?
How do we get them on the market?
Well, they're not ready, well, the other one is being remodeled, so the Beverly Hills one, we are waiting for it to finish remodeling.
Got it.
Before we bring them on, and the Camden one, the sellers are not ready yet, so there are certain things that they're working.
Okay, awesome. Tammy, you raise your hand.
Yeah, I did. Not that a lot of people work Santa Cruz, so basically I'm talking to you, Tracy. But I have a buyer that's ready to go up to 800,000, 50% down. Been looking for a property for her for months and, it's just really challenging. It's picking up out there for
Yeah.
sure, but.
Well, Shoku has a listing in Canyon Country.
But that one is 1.7.
Well, I know she said nobody
Yeah,
wants
no,
in Santa
she-
Clarita, but sorry.
Part of her issues that she only wants Valencia
Yeah.
and Newhouse wants to be on that side of
Okay.
town, but, if you have anybody,
Awesome.
that'd be great.
Joe,
Part of the need, any of you guys want to door knock? I have, asked, my tenant to, bring me the list of properties that are zone R3, R2, where there's a single family on the west LA. If you want to door knock those properties specifically, I have a contractor that has funding and everything ready to go. So when you go door knocking, you already have a buyer, and if you want to door knock those specific properties in West LA, I already, I have all the areas, all the houses that needs to be door knocked. If you want.
What area code, Joe? What area, West LA?
West LA, so no Santa Monica, so it's gonna be, east of, Bundy or what have you, coming all the way, so it's anywhere national, all the way to Wilshire, any of those properties. So if you're looking to door knock and this, not door knocking one day out of the week, if you're serious, come and, see me. I would love to.
Awesome.
work.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
You said R1 and R2,
Huh?
the zoning R1 and R1 and R2.
No, I don't need R1.
Oh,
Because my contractor, he wants to build multiple units.
Okay.
So the zoning, I would tell you the zoning,
Okay,
it's just that I want somebody that wants to do door knocking regularly, just the way they supposed to, not once a week, once, 2 weeks. You should be door knocking or
Yeah.
call calling every day.
Yeah.
If you are willing to do that, come and see me.
Tracy. Tracy,
Oh. Okay, we have some things in the chat.
okay, give me one second.
Um,
So
okay.
where did you get the Burbank property from?
That was a referral from someone in my database.
Got it.
And I found them an off-market property. Got them into escrow, and the only way they were gonna get it, to make sure the agent didn't put it on the market, was to do a bridge loan to sell it for Burbank.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And there's also another property you have coming up on Third Street,
Yes, Third Avenue,
Third Avenue.
yes.
Different. It's different, by the way, because GPS will take you to Santa Monica if you go Third Street,
Yes.
Third Avenue. Can you tell us about that?
That's being currently rehabbed. We got the listing while it's like studs. Hasn't been completed. It should be completed by the end of June, and it's coming on the market at 1.4, and it has an ADU.
what is it?
Let me look that up for you.
Yeah, so if you have a buyer, it's not on the market yet, but we do have a contract signed, and it will be basically a flip, newer. So let us know, and it's gonna be really nice finishes. All right, let's let Scott Lori jump in here, and we can talk to Scott. Scott Leroy. Scott Leroy.
That's on here.
Yes, hey, how's it going over there?
Good, Scott. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm so sorry I'm late on here. I just got on my other one.
No problem. I wanted to make sure that you had a chance to talk to the people here. What do you got going on?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for even having me on here today. I really appreciate it. So, really wanted to kind of just go over and really highlight everything that we're providing for y'all, making sure y'all are taking advantage of everything and just giving y'all kind of a high level overview of all the fun stuff that's happening on here. I was going to share my screen if that's okay real quick. It looks like it might be disabled right now. If it's possible to link that up on here.
Give them screen sharing ability.
Sure.
Funny, I didn't know he was.
Okay, we're already screen sharing.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought it was the name of the brand.
Somebody said they didn't know you were a real person.
I always like to say I'm real when I need to be.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Perfect. It looks like it's still disabled on here. But yeah, so I'd love to go through it. And basically just kind of showing y'all a quick little rundown of everything that's accessible on here to help y'all out even further and just to make your life a little bit easier on everything as well too. Yeah, so we're really here to kind of help you out with all the different cable technology at the end of the day. So anything from getting fully set up to actually going through and utilizing everything, that's where we can kind of help out even further.
Did you do multiple screens?
Look,
Go to share screen.
Okay.
yeah, if you
need to move. She didn't see.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to sit back and have to figure it out.
Okay.
Oh, so it's still saying it's disabled on here, but under that screen share option,
Yeah.
you click
On
the-
screen share, all
Yeah,
the way down to the green,
okay, yeah.
okay, and then it'll click on it.
Yeah, this
click
is
on the
this.
arrow,
This.
And then
Yeah.
you want to do design showcase, is that what you want to do, Scott?
So we gotta
yeah,
get
so-
him options to share.
yeah, so if you click on the arrow next to screen share, there should be an option to allow other people to share their screen, and then that'll allow me to share it right away.
Close that
Okay.
out.
Close, you want me to close this
Yeah,
one?
that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
click
do,
on the arrow right here.
Yeah,
that arrow. and
that one right there.
okay,
There you go.
perfect.
That did the trick. That was it.
Yeah,
All right,
Thank you.
perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, no worries. That's a great segue into what I'm about to talk about. So we're here to really kind of help you out with all of your KV technology on it. So the ScottLaurenMarketing.com site is right on here, and all you want to do is sign in with 525 to access everything possible. And then this will give you access to all of our agent resources section on here. Now, I do want to highlight for everyone in the team meeting on Zoom right now, everything I'm going to highlight is all free for y'all to use just from the graciousness of the office. So please take advantage of everything and thank the leadership for allowing us to be on here. So the first thing we have is our questionnaire section, which y'all may recall from when you first got up and running with everything, going through our questionnaire to kind of get all the different items launched. But we do have an existing agent questionnaire. I would highly suggest taking advantage of this today. It's 6 questions, 2 of which are your first and last name, and it's going to allow us to do a full audit of your entire account. So we're going to go through everything and say, if you were starting again brand new on April 17th, what does that look like? And how can we actually help with that even further? Now, just for peace of mind, we're not going to change anything you already have set up. We're just going to look for holes and gaps that we can go in there and adjust that right away. All right, we also have all of our training options on here, whether you want to learn a little bit more about the new agent sites, whether you want to come to any of our training classes. So we actually have one that's happening right now. So every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, we'll have a live training class that'll occur for y'all. So please feel free to hop on here to access that under our live webinar section, or under this training section, you can actually see all of our different options for y'all too, whether it's our training calendar to see, geez, in this case, what classes are happening what day of the week for the entire month, so you can come to the ones that you'd like to attend. If you want to check out our training challenges on here, a nice little 30-day challenge to kind of walk through what you can do in the next 30 days to really utilize all the different KW technology even further. I'm kind of setting yourself up for success. And of course, all of our cheat sheets, little FAQ walkthrough options. And if you want to come back and rewatch any of those classes, they're all available 24/7 on here, just alphabetically organized, but chronologically organized. So when you click on any of them, it's going to show the most recent version right away. So today we're doing a class on opportunities, for instance. So when that's uploaded and you click on this later tonight, it'll say Opportunities 101-4/17. So you'll know that's the class from the 17th. All right, and of course we have all of our agent support. This is my favorite thing to highlight in a team meeting. So if you need help just on some of the top items that agents are reaching out about, like importing databases, making a bio for yourself, sending out a smart plan to get updated contact info, we can do all of that for you. We even have services just around the command tools, services just around all the KW technology, whether it's My KW, Command, or Connect. All right, we even have services on here around your KW email, services for you around your website, whether it's the legacy command site or you're using the new upgraded command site. And then even some third-party support requests. So if you want to utilize some of the new stuff we're setting up for agents, like setting up Canva accounts, digital business cards, Calendly accounts, and then of course, being in California, if you want us to make sure that everything is set up properly for the DRE to display on your website, on your marketing pieces, we can make sure that that license number is out there everywhere possible. So not only are these all free items that we'll do for you, so think of it kind of like an admin or marketing service, but we also have our contact info at the bottom of every page. So that way, if you want to reach out to us and say, hey, I'm having an issue with X, we can work on that right away on here. So that way, if you want to just let us know, like, hey, I'm having an issue with my website, this isn't working properly on DocuSign, I need help with my database, we can work on that immediately. All right, so think of us as an extra staff member. And of course, feel free to click on any of those little red rectangles. There'll be a little short form you can fill out so we can work on what you might be looking for right away. Or just feel free to reach out to us and we can help with that immediately too. And then the final thing I just want to let you'll know that's all free for y'all to use is under our templates section. So we do have free templates all through Canva. So if you have a free Canva account, or if you want us to make you a free account, we can. And then that way you can use all these templates. And this will just be in addition to what's available on designs to help out right away. So once again, all these services are just available for y'all to utilize just to make your life that much easier. So think of us as an extra staff member on the KW Tech side of the office, and feel free to reach out to us at any time. We want to get y'all out there helping people buy and sell homes and not having to worry about any of this stuff on the back end.
Awesome, Scott. Thank you so much for popping in here. If you guys have any questions, his support is some of the best support I've ever dealt with, and I've been using him since 2016. So
Yeah.
I'm just, it's a really, really good support system for you. You can always email them and they'll always get back to you. And sometimes Scott gets back to you, which freaks me out because he has a lot of clients and I'm like, how do you have time? It's like, I know how to leverage myself. I'm like, okay. But thank you so much, Scott, for coming in here. I really appreciate it.
Of course, yeah, looking forward to helping everyone out.
Awesome, Scott. All right, guys, any questions?
We have two things in the chat.
Yes.
From Bobby, he has people that are relocating from Philadelphia. They're looking for a 3 to 4 bedroom with lots of light, 3,000 square feet. They prefer the west side of LA, south of the airport. Husband is an airline pilot. They want to spend 1.8 or less, but know they can go up if they love something.
You everybody hear that?
No.
All right. Can we, let's put that in an email and send it out to the office?
Okay, yeah.
Um,
And then there's another one. Somebody's looking for a 2-bedroom condo in the west side for $850.
2-bedroom condo, 850 West Side. That sounds like Joe all day. So,
But we have 1.350.
yeah, so it's close.
Yeah.
So 850 West Side, 2-bedroom condo. If anybody has anything, who's that?
That's Sherry.
Sherry.
And
All
then
right.
Bobby's looking for somebody that wants to spend 1.8 or less, but they can go up or more.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
We'll send that out to the office as well. Anybody else before we wrap it up?
Well,
Guys,
I'm looking, Joe, Frank,
Hey there. What's going
Hi.
on?
sorry.
What
So
do you got?
I'm looking for a warehouse, 3 to 10,000 square foot for the cannabis business. Anywhere in LA, Valley, Simi Valley, whatever. It's a warehouse. So if anyone has anything, please let me know.
Awesome. We will absolutely do that. Anybody else for the good of the order? Going once, going twice. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.